The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host and or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of the host and or Paranormal Buzz Radio and or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is prohibited. Paranormal Buzz Radio will not be held responsible for you holding your knees, crying, and rocking in a corner in a puddle of your own urine, or being beheaded by a group of children in a cornfield. In fact, if you come across a group of children in a cornfield, we promise to make fun of you as you run away screaming in terror. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, this is Darren Bus from the Paranormal Bus Stop, brought to you by Paranormal Buzz Radio. The Ghoulish Gang is back. Myself, Darren Bus, Cynthia Gerodius, Ashley Storm, and Shay Carroll, where we talk about all things paranormal on a round table format. Come join us for some ghoulish fun.
Here's your host, Mr. Darren Buss.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Monday's Paranormal Bus Stop, live here on Spreaker.com, with our hosts, Shay Carroll, Cynthia Gerodius, and myself, Darren Buss. Ashley could not make it tonight. I hope she'll be on the next episode. And tonight's episode, we are talking about the misconceptions of the paranormal. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Peachy.
That's my line.
I was going to say, Cynthia, get out of my head.
That's my line.
Yeah. How you doing? Fucking peachy.
Yeah, fucking peachy.
Yeah.
It's been a week from hell, but hey. Things
Hasn't it really has.
It has. Yes. But, however, I did get some investigating done on Saturday during the day.
Wow. Pat yourself on the back. Woohoo. Because I didn't. Cynthia, did you?
No.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
So instead of traditional going into a building investigating, I was doing outdoor investigating.
I love outdoor investigating.
So we were doing a quarry, and I got some pretty cool stuff off of that, and then walked around my town to find locations that want to do investigations or will allow it. So we might have a good shot of 3 out of 4. So
I have one question.
Fire away.
Mr. Darren,
Mm-hmm.
do you ever sleep? Because Cynthia and I are busy, but, like, seriously, do you ever sleep?
Well, sometimes I do.
Like,
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
I see people semester at like 2:30, 3 a.m. This morning, I had a bunch of men, I'm like, but unfortunately, I woke my mother up. Didn't mean to, but, you know, that's what happens when you have sleepovers. And Cynthia sent me this dirty thing. I mean, not Cynthia, Rebecca, sorry.
I was going to say, wait a minute. I said,
Rebecca sent me this thing, and it was just this little meme thing, and it said, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, she can't hear me. I made her wear earbuds. My mother can't hear me. Pennywise wasn't that special. I also swallowed kids.
I saw that one.
So, yeah, she sent it to me, and she's like, I can't share it. And I'm like, fuck it, I will. I'll share it. I don't care.
Yeah, I could see her sending something like that.
Oh, anytime she's too scared to send something, she either shares it in the group, or she'll send it to me and be like, is this okay to share, meaning that's medium? And then there's one set, she's like, I can't share this.
I can't share this. Mm-hmm.
So I share it and say, Rebecca was too scared to share this. That's how it goes. So, but I actually have notes for once, guys.
You're doing better than I am.
Just a few, but most of it's so basic.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Darren was nice enough to let Shay and I pick the subject this time.
All right. Do you want the full story? You don't even know the full story.
Oh, probably not, no.
All right. So I asked Darren, what are we doing next week? And he's like, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Then he's like, I'm getting over the flu. And I'm like, do you want Cynthia and I to pick it? And he says yes. So as I'm talking to you, he starts sending me ideas, and I said, fuck you. Cynthia and I are picking.
Yeah, man. You let us choose.
Yes.
Well,
That's what happens when you let the inmate.
Yes.
My brain works that way. Once I start typing stuff, I just get on a roll.
Yeah,
and
but
I
was
stop.
like, nope, we're picking.
No, you let the inmates run the asylum this time, honey.
Yeah, we pretend to let him run the show. It is his show, and we pretend. But yeah. So So tonight we are talking about misconceptions of the paranormal. So
Correct.
Darren, do you want to pretend it's your show and start, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Darren.
Pretend
Pretend that you came up with this stuff.
Let's fire this bitch up. So.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's getting frisky.
Darren's getting spicy.
I like that frisky. Hi, Allison. Hi, Mom and Dad. All right, sorry.
Every investigation you go to, you're going to get something.
That is a good one.
That is.
And that is very true, because and just to kind of clarify for anybody,
it's true as a misconception.
Yeah. Just to kind of clarify for anybody that's listening, what we are going through is we're going through the misconceptions that the general society population has about the paranormal. This is kind of stuff that we would run into if we were to go to, say, someone's house, or someone that hasn't had the experiences with the paranormal and stuff that others have.
Yeah.
So, just to clarify that. So, yes, that is a very good one, Darren.
It is.
So elaborate, sir.
So what we're talking about is like, okay, so when you go to a location, you hear about the stories from other paranormal investigators and stuff like that. You see it on the TV show and see what happens to them on the TV show, and you're thinking, damn it, I'm going to go to that place, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. And you get there and all of a sudden, shit, 8 hours, you get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot.
Well,
that's what I mean, so...
And another thing that kind of goes with that is the misconception that you're going to get something every time you go somewhere.
It's not true.
No, it's not. I can count on more than both hands probably the number of times that we've gone somewhere and sat there for 8 hours.
So here's what my next question, Sin.
Yeah.
To Cynthia. Sorry, I called you Sin.
It's okay. Hey, I'm good with it.
I know you're naughty. But anyway, Darren, don't shake your head. You know she's naughty. All right, Cynthia. But the reason why people think that is because they don't understand. They watch these ghost hunting shows, and they don't understand that they're anywhere from 3, 4, 5 days to 3 weeks.
Exactly.
So they think they're going to get something every time. No?
Yeah. Exactly. Because there's been so many times that we've done residentials that the people that we do residentials for turn around and go, oh, it's only going to take you an hour, right? That was one of my misconceptions that I was going to bring up.
Exactly.
That was my next one.
No.
Yeah.
It takes more than an hour to do an investigation. And that's
even if you do 1 hour and get a lot of stuff, you still have to... It's like if you do an hour and don't get nothing, you have to go back. But if you do an hour and you get stuff, you still have to go back to figure out what is going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, and, that's one of the things that we do. When we go to a residential or we go to somebody that's just used to the paranormal shows, I'm doing the air quotes. I know everybody on the show can't
I keep doing it too.
But,
yep.
But, we sit there and we sit down and explain to them, okay, look, everything that you see on these paranormal shows has taken place over several days.
And if you're watching, I have to say, I am watching one of the Ghost Adventures episodes for pure research. I don't want to say
Shame
what
on you.
or anything, but let me tell you, douchebaggins, do not listen to him. Oh my fucking God, I'm in such a bad mood just from watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now, okay, so now if you go with the ghost hunters, the shows will tell you investigation day 1, investigation
But
day
it also
2.
shows, hey, guess what? Nothing happened. Every
Right.
time I've ever watched an episode in the past 6 years of Ghost Adventures, it's a demon, evil, or both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sorry. I don't care. What's he gonna
Oh,
show
it's
me?
always-
What does he want?
last
My
Ghost
college
Hunters was
dollar,
good.
my daughter's college bills. He can have them. That's all he's gonna get if he sues me.
All right.
But no,
Last
Yeah.
Ghost Hunters.
that's a big misconception in my book.
Yeah. And, like I said, that's one of the things that we try and address with people when we're doing a residential or whatever.
And they
is,
don't
hey,
get it.
No.
Yeah, they're like, what? It's an hour. No, it's not an hour.
Mm-mm.
No.
You may investigate for an hour, but you got the data that you have to go over then after
can
that,
pick
which
any-
extends another hour.
You can pick any show you want right now. All right. I'm not going to be degrading. I'm going to be serious. Whether it's Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters, the main stars of the show are only there maybe a week at the very most, but they're getting B footage 2 weeks or 2 weeks after. Like it's different.
Oh yeah, editing takes a long process.
It does.
And
Oh.
it comes from, with doing YouTube and doing videos, you may shoot a half-hour video, but it will take you 2-3 hours or more to edit to make sure you get the way you want it.
2 or 3 hours? Oh, come on. I don't know how many nights I sat here listening to Roland edit stuff, and it was 4, 5, 6 hours of listening to the same thing over and
Well,
over.
if you
You
picture
want things to be the way you want it.
if you have, say you have 4 cameras set up, for instance. Nobody beat me up for this, but say you have 4 cameras set up, and you run them for 4 hours. 4 times 4 is what, people?
16.
16.
It's at least 16 hours to watch it, not counting the editing, right?
Yep.
So that's
Oh, yeah.
huge, Darren, thank you for bringing that up. Huge misconception.
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
And another, going into one of the things that you mentioned earlier too on misconceptions, is the wonderful misconception that almost everyone has. I won't say everyone has, but almost everyone has now, that everything is evil and demonic
Yeah,
and
that's
bad.
on my list. Yes.
I had that on my list too.
Yeah. And,
Because...
go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
Well, it's okay. I was going to say, because of the way that the shows are and the way that those depict how things go, everything is evil now. And a lot of the times it's because evil for them brings in ratings.
Exactly.
So
We're all
Sure,
nodding
entertainment.
for the audience. We're all nodding.
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is even though that brings in ratings, what people fail to understand is that that's not how it is 90% of the time.
And a good way to break it down is how I say it. Sorry, I might do this quite a few times, but I like my little catchphrases. You say demon, I say asshole ghost. There's a big difference between the two, right?
Yeah.
How long did it get me to take you guys and other people, my mother and I were talking about this earlier, saying data versus evidence. Now every time you're like, wait, in case Shay is listening to the show.
Yep.
But, so
I
think we are making a small difference. But
that's my favorite kick is.
Yes.
Oh, Shay's listening. Uh-oh.
yeah, but just because somebody's an asshole does not
I'll
mean
still
they're a
say it on
demon.
purpose.
Yeah,
Wait.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just because somebody was a jerk in life.
That's how
And
they're going to be depicted. That's how they're going to come across.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So Yeah.
Now, you know,
So
with
I mean,
demons,
you can't discredit it.
Right.
No, but shouldn't more people look at that? Like, fucking, they're not all demons. I'm sorry.
I think demons are 2 or 3% of the time.
And that is putting a very good spin on it. I think it's less than that. That's like giving people more credit than. Sorry, that's my dog.
I mean, with the shows, it's 100% of the time.
Oh, certain ones. That's why I don't watch them anymore.
And the other thing, too, about the shows is that another misconception is that you always can get possessed all the time.
That's not on my list, but that's a good one. It's so stupid.
Don't get me started.
Yes.
Don't get me started.
Yes.
As Roland used to put it, and I think he put it best, demons have better things to do than to mess with the little people like us. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, 99% of what people think is demonic...
They're just assholes.
...is just irritated spirits.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. You're just picking the wrong day to fight with them.
And the problem that I have with possession, again, why would a quote-unquote demon want to take over a measly peon human like us?
Even if it was a negative or demon or whatever, there's other steps. It's not automatic. There's
possession.
Sorry, because
there's
my aneurysm. I can't think of the word. There's
oppression.
Oppression. That's where it starts, and then it goes step by step to. Then it goes to full. It's a little by little. It's
possession.
not. You don't just wake up and fucking. Sorry. It's a good show. Cynthia snorted. That's how I know I'm doing my job, when somebody snorts on air. Yeah, but that's the first step, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah. No, you're not. You're not wrong. And the other thing is, a lot of times with the quote-unquote possession, is people don't understand that they can get affected by the energy in a place, but that doesn't mean that it's overpowering them and possessing them.
It doesn't even mean that they're being oppressed.
Yeah.
They could just a simple 5-minute thing doesn't mean you're.
No, it doesn't. And the thing of that is, that's where the lack of communication comes in, because people aren't taught how to tell the difference between, a possession.
And that's why we're hoping people listen to these type of shows. It took me a couple years, but I got the different, like, people say, wait a minute, we can't say evidence because of Shay. I don't care, use my name, don't use my name, but people actually are starting to rethink. Took a couple years. But they'll stop and say, wait, I said evidence. Nope, never mind, data. You guys have both done it. Mm-hmm. Whether you use my name, not you.
On purpose, just to get you going.
Yeah. But am I wrong? So
no, you're not.
So these podcasts are working a little bit.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I think, that the podcasting does a very good job of explaining things, and people are listening as to what we're talking about. It's making a difference in the paranormal field. Mm-hmm. We're all learning more from it, because we're learning and we're watching from other shows and podcasters, and they go talk about stuff. It's like, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, and so what you hear, just because you hear it once, it doesn't mean you have to agree. But the more you hear about it, the more you think about it. Mm-hmm. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I still love you, people. I
mean, it's not your way or the highway. It's not like that in the paranormal field.
But it would just
people want to be like that, and they can just go walk the other way and never leave the paranormal, never come back, because it doesn't work that way.
No,
everybody's got to work together.
That's the people you like, the ones that we all we talk, and the people that make me think, Darren, Cynthia, Ashley, I could go on and on. The ones that disagree with me make me think more. And I'm not going to say I'm going to instantly change my mind, but at least I fucking think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when people are so
set in their ways.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But they're so desensitized to conversation and to debates and to having roundtables like we do, that they don't. They become sheep.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term, and no, I'm not saying everyone's a sheep, but a lot of people become sheep because they don't question things.
They don't.
And then, if you don't question things, you run into the issues of what's legit and what's not.
I can't
put it all to the test.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, I can't even tell you. I agree.
If you think it's right, go over it again. If you think it's right, go over it again.
But if you think it's wrong, go over it again. But yeah,
right.
If you can't be set in your ways. That's why the people that debate with me, as long as you're not nasty, if you give me your opinion and it's totally different than mine, as long as you're respectful, I'm telling you, I will think about it for days, if not weeks. I really will.
Seeing that one done.
Yeah.
And here's where it rolls into where we talk about check again, make sure. Every piece of gear that we use on an investigation, it's always going to get tapped, it's going to get hit, or going to get data or evidence from it, but that's not true.
No, I don't care. My favorite piece of equipment could go off, and it doesn't mean there's activity there. I'll go with it in the moment, just in case, but I need multiple things to back it up.
Yeah.
I like oddball pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
Things that people don't use.
Yeah.
Don't think about.
Well,
what is that orange thing I use? Hold on. Ma.
The EDI?
No, hold on.
Orange?
Take your earbud out.
Orange thing.
What is that orange ghost magnet thing called? I call it a ghost magnet.
It's an orange.
The meter?
Does she peel it? Are you peeling it?
Yeah.
She doesn't know the real name either. She just knows that it's ghost meter. It's my favorite piece of equipment because
Get that color thing.
I've had it for different ones for 8 years, and it never goes off. It has orange on top. So when it goes off...
Oh, so you're talking the EMF meter.
Yeah. IUD? She said IUD because of the Friday show. They said, what did you use? All right, for anybody that did not hear, we're going to go back to this 1 second. I'm changing the subject real quick. So, I have an IUD as birth control. But when I was asked what I had, I said an IED, which is the bombs that you step on. So, yeah. All right, so now laugh. Oh, since he's trying to start. Darren's wife and he says, now we're changing the subject. That's what she's yelling.
An improvised explosive device, huh?
Yeah. What do you have for birth coat? IED. They're like, what? Yeah, you wonder why I can't get a date? You tell a guy that, and they're like, what? That's worse than a chastity belt. Oh, God. Sorry.
And how many buttons are on this thing?
Oh, yeah, right.
And how many different speeds?
No, wrong type of IED, Darren.
Yeah, right. Yeah, wrong. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
She's not talking about her battery-operated boyfriend, okay?
Yeah, somebody needs to send me one of those because I can't buy one. Anyways, all right, stop.
Boy.
All right, we can go. I could have a whole show Friday. I got it now. Friday I kept messing up, but I know it's BDSM. it took me a whole weekend to learn 50 Shades of Grey, BDSM,
What?
right?
Why?
My mother's going, no.
Are we going into a new hobby here, Shay?
You missed the show Friday, and Darren missed that part of it.
I
He
did.
walked in at the end.
Yeah, I just woke up. I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to tune in real quick.
Anyways, all right.
Whoops.
Now, all right. What the fuck? Oh
Okay.
my god, I can't even remember.
Back to the misconceptions.
How good are you guys? All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Misconception of the paranormal.
right.
Shake your
Hey.
roll.
Mr. Darren Bus. All right, here's a quick one to get us back on the subject. Wipe your
Let's
tears.
get back on track.
Go ahead, wipe your tears. Yeah, there you go. See? Yep. All right.
Sorry.
All right. A very simple one to get us going.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost hunting versus investigating.
That was actually one of the few that I was going to bring up to you. Is
Yeah,
the
I
ghost
figured
hunt
you would.
versus investigator.
What's the difference?
So okay, we're not hunters. We're not going to catch
Thank
a
you.
ghost. You know,
I love you. I love you.
We don't have the little trap that they have on Ghostbusters that we can catch a ghost.
What?
We are.
Wait a minute. Why did someone tell me this? We could get one of those. I was looking for one of those forever. I wanted to catch
No,
a ghost,
because
damn
you
it.
would try to use it.
I know I would.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But no, for me, it's investigator because that's what we are doing. We are investigating.
You're investigating. You're not catching something, or you fucking. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be. You're investigating.
Okay, so you
let's
can
attach us to you.
you can catch an EVP. You can catch a photo. You can catch an anomaly on camera, but you're not going to catch an apparition and put it into a trap.
Exactly.
You are not
Bring
going
it
to
home with you.
catch
In a machine.
an apparition and
Box
put
it
it
up.
in a jar.
Fucking Darren. But if you bring it home with you, it's not on purpose, and you usually regret it. It's not.
That depends.
It's not on
Yeah,
purpose.
some
You're
of us may
like,
like those attachments. They might do a wonder of works for us.
hey, I've had boyfriends like that. Oh, wrong attachments. Sorry.
Wrong type of attachment, honey.
Hey, I'm waiting for the right attachment that can actually drive for me.
You're married. Isn't that your wife?
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
I'm saying just you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, but isn't that your wife?
I don't want to put the heavy
Oh, so
load
you
on her
want
to
one of
drive
those
it.
smart cars? Let's
Yeah,
take
Thomas
him out of
cars,
this
yeah, I'll
whole
take one of
thing.
those.
Yeah, help, quick.
I'll take one of those as long as it doesn't kill me. I will become one with the car.
No.
Okay.
All right, you want help?
You
All
are
right.
you are not a transformer, my dear.
Well, I'm dead.
I
with
love
it.
Darren, but I love Transformers more. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So actually, I was reading through the comments, and Mama Deb did bring up a good
I am
point.
sorry, I'm not in chat. Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. What about thinking that activity can only get started at night?
Yeah, that's on my list.
Misconception.
She helped me make a list. That's not fair.
That is a huge misconception that things can only happen
Absolutely.
at night.
It's just
Now-
because the cameras make it look cooler at night. That's the only difference.
No.
No?
No.
All right, let's see.
No. I disagree with this.
All right, space me.
So one of the things that it is easier at night,
Yeah.
quote unquote,
No, it's not.
is because when you are in the dark, you are taking away one of your senses.
Yeah, but for other people that are watching it,
But I'm
I
always in the
agree with
dark.
that. Sorry, I cut you off, but I agree with that. But for somebody, Darren, we're not talking to you. You're out. I can hear you.
She can't.
Yeah.
She can mute you,
But
Darren.
for people
Shush.
watching it, they think the nighttime looks better too. So we're
Well,
both right.
Yes.
We're both
Yes.
right.
And I was not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
No.
I disagree that was the only reason. Because
Yes.
at night, with things are quieter, things are darker, so you're muting more of your senses.
Your senses plus what the person that's watching it.
To make
Yeah.
to make up or to heighten the other senses that you
Exactly.
have.
Yes.
But activity-wise, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You
It's
can
haunted during the day or night.
Yeah.
Yep. Amber
Darren,
is-
you don't have permission to talk yet.
Ha!
I'm running the show.
See what happens when you give the inmates the asylum there, babe?
Yeah, we usually pretend you have control, but you don't. All right. Did I interrupt you? Did Darren interrupt you, Cynthia? Or should we let him talk?
Well, let's
All right.
let's let the man have his opinion.
All right, Darren, come on.
So, Amber Manor is a prime example of you can get things during the day and during the night, if not more during the day, during the night.
Yes.
Because I did this experiment with Paranormal Exposures on StreamYard because I wasn't able to go that weekend that I was supposed to be there. So I'm like, let's try it. And she got a lot during the day.
Yeah. I just
and
don't
then she
think,
got a lot during the night.
Unless it's residual. Residual would be the same time every day, no matter day or night. But
yeah.
But it looks cooler, in my opinion. It looks cooler
does.
on camera at night.
Right.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It makes it look a heck of a lot cooler. It makes it look a lot creepier.
So here's another misconception. Every insane asylum or mental institution is immediately haunted.
Why? But my question is, all right, yes, I agree.
Because that's what people think.
I agree, but why do you think people think that?
Because of how the places ran, or these types of people are in this location, and
the
that's
energy,
going to leave
right?
all the energy to make it automatically haunted. And that's not true at all, because there are a few asylums that I've heard of that are not even nothing going on in these places.
Yeah. But
Well,
it's the energy that said whatever.
Yeah, well, and that's that goes along with another thing that Mama Deb brought up. Why is it that people believe that only old buildings or old locations are haunted?
That's what they think.
It's the energy that goes along with the place.
How about the land? Can we talk about that for 20 seconds?
It's a big part of it, though, too.
Yeah. It doesn't matter the building that's on it. It could just be the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, and then another thing with that, too, another misconception that goes along with that a lot is that every mound of dirt that a person has in their yard is a burial mound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I get you. I actually went to where they buried, she can't hear me. I made her wear my mother's sitting behind me, but I made her wear earbuds so she'll hear this in like 20, 30 seconds. But we have gone multiple times to a burial ground where 30 to 60 people have been mass grave. Yeah, so there's a big difference.
Yeah, well, and it's like Cambry, going out to Cambry. The burial mounds that are out there, you can tell.
You can.
When it is an actual burial mound as compared to a hill.
This was, I have a video and pictures. I can send them to you guys separately, but the one that I know for a fact is a mass grave. And it's huge. I don't know if they keep it that way on purpose or what it is, but we've been there.
Yeah, they probably do just so that you can differentiate from, the rest of the layout of the land. But
I have not seen the burial mounds at Canberra yet, so.
What?
They're interesting. They're interesting.
In July, I get to see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
She doesn't take, actually, I am not supposed to talk about that on air. That's a deal I have, so I can't, I'm not supposed to tell you guys where it is or anything.
Oh, yeah, no, and I've never disclosed the location of them.
Yeah.
But there is, what is it, a few miles down the road, an actual cemetery that you can go visit that has Indian burial mounds there, too.
Yeah. But the ones on Cambry,
no, we won't disclose the location of.
Yeah.
Nope.
People know my mouth is big, but when they tell me something and say, don't say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I have a few more. What else? Do you guys have any more? Because I still have a few more. Darren's wiping his brow like he's already done. Darren, we just...
No, I'm wiping a tear because my eyes water.
Yeah, because he's going with that sin.
My list is done already, so.
All right.
Go ahead, Shay.
You want me? I actually, for once, look, I got notes.
Go ahead, Shay.
For the
show. Did you read them, though?
A couple of them are easy. This is not the easy one. What'd you say? What the fuck? What?
I said, did you read them, though?
If you read your notes.
I wrote them.
I send you.
I wrote them. And Ma's yelling.
Texted on it.
What?
You better talk quick.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. She's got more questions.
No, yours.
I have no idea. Ma, I have earbuds. I can't hear you. Shut up. All right. She has earbuds too. She can't hear me. But we already did the night first day. All right. So, ready? Here's a shocker. Data versus evidence. Come on, guys. Give it to me.
Evidence all the way.
It's evidence because it can be solidly proven. No, I don't know.
Solidly proven with a box of mirrors with a ghost trapped inside. I take it home with me.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree on the data versus evidence thing on the data side of it because evidence means there's solid proof.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And what we are able to find is not 100% guaranteed solid proof.
Exactly, but evidence just sounds cooler.
We don't know what it is. Yeah. It does. And, truthfully, I use both.
Yeah. I once in a while slip up and somebody will be like,
evidence.
Oh. Yeah.
Breaking your own rule.
Miss it, Darren. I have more. I'm not done.
I was going to say, let's not get started. She's got more. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. It's since we got, 20 minutes left of the show? Oh, my God.
All right. We got about 10, dear.
All right. Next one. All cemeteries are haunted.
Of course. Don't you know that?
So now are we talking about the Catholic ones versus the regular cemetery?
No, that's I have that anyways. It's just
every single one of them.
You think so?
Oh.
No.
No.
I know. I thought you were gonna get him though.
What do you think the percentages of the cemeteries are actually haunted? What do you think the percentages are?
The same as any other land.
It's the land.
Do you think they're hanging out? Seriously, I'm sorry. Do you think they're hanging out by their bodies?
No.
Who likes their body when they're alive? Never mind dead.
Again, I think it has to do with the energy because, the little cemetery where Roland is buried, he and I had gone up there a few times before, our tragedy struck. But he and I had gone up there a few times before, and we have come home with the weirdest.
It can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but
Yeah.
but
But
people,
that doesn't mean that all of them are.
That's what I'm saying. People walk
Yeah.
in
What
and
about
like,
witch
I'm in a
cemeteries?
cemetery. It's haunted.
No.
No.
What about a witch cemetery?
The what?
A witch cemetery.
A woody what?
Well, okay, my dear,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret.
Uh-oh.
99.9% of the witches' graves that everybody talks about are urban legend.
Yeah, come visit me in Salem, Mass. La
They're
la
not
la la.
there.
That's what I was going to bring up. Salem,
Now.
Massachusetts.
La la
Now,
la.
Salem, Mass is somewhere that I really want to go because
Hey.
I have ancestry.
Hey, you can come sleep at my house. It's less than 2 hours from my house.
Sweet.
Yes, I've told you that before. All right, so I
Yeah.
have a couple more.
Okay. Fire away.
All right, and we're getting to the harder ones. I crossed off a lot because you guys brought them up, but here we go. All right, this is another, everybody can have their own opinion, but what's the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
Say again.
The difference between
he's
a
buying
ghost
time.
and a spirit.
Yeah. What do you think? You want me to go first? Want me to explain mine and then you guys can...
Go for it.
All right.
Go ahead.
So I think, quote unquote, spirit, it already crossed over, but it can come back. A ghost is something that's still here that has not crossed over. In my opinion, that's what it means. Excuse me.
I think you can go either way.
Well, I can. You don't have to agree with me. I get it. But a spirit is more...
That's a good one.
Yeah, it comes...
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess I had never really sat down and
Thought about it.
put...
People use them interchangeably. Yeah. But that's
I know
my...
at Broadhead. I know at Broadhead that somebody crossed over a spirit at Broadhead, but it still could come back.
All right, we're just going to do a whole show on crossing over, because we're not doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think... So...
There's a difference between something that's quote unquote stuck here and something that comes back and forth. So in my mind,
Yeah, okay.
that's how I differentiate them.
But the spirit, for me, would be the energy or the essence or the
Yeah.
of the being.
That's what I mean by crossed over and is still, but comes back and participates in your life.
Okay, isn't that essence still there even if they're a ghost?
Yeah, but I just think, to me, it's two different words. The ghost hasn't crossed over. It's still there.
So it's kind of like it's more of the lost versus...
Yes. Like, one has choice, one doesn't. And I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but that's just how I'm crying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It makes sense at least to debate it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once everybody has to wrap your head around it, I think this would be great subject to talk about. All right, I have one more. It's one word. Ready? What is Darren doing? What are you doing? Are you waiting for me?
I'm
He's
waiting.
like, he's leaning in. Like, what is she gonna say?
And my light just died.
Oh, all right. Ready? One word. Orbs. Oh, everybody just sighed. Everybody just sighed.
Yeah. You know,
Is it your grandmother, Darren?
I've been on this earth for 45 years, almost 46 years.
Darren, stop
and I
talking. We're
have
laughing
seen-
too hard. Stop. We're laughing too hard. They can't hear you.
I said I've been on this earth for 45 years, almost 46, and I have seen only 3 orbs in my life.
Was one your grandmother?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cynthia, behave.
I think orbs are so far and few in between, and everything is kind of, I'd say 99% dust. If you catch one, because they're so directional when they're moving, they have color.
They do.
So,
The ones that have color. All right, never mind.
now,
Then have a whole
colors
show.
are on a different level.
Okay, so I am going to interject there. I have one on camera that I took at Farrar that has facial features in it, and it is blue.
But, all right, my only thing,
that's a
I
blue one,
believe in
too.
that. I saw one that I can say was a real orb, but did you see it with your own eyes? That's my whole thing, because cameras do funky stuff. I saw one that I'll call an orb, because I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, I saw the one that I caught. I saw as it was crossing the room.
Yeah.
But I have seen, and this is where I need a big screen TV.
Yeah.
I got one.
I need Darren's movie screen that's on his wall.
Can I have a sleepover?
Yeah, because it was the last expo we went to, which was Cedar Falls. We had a lady come up, and she sent me video of what she claims are orbs in this video. Now, it's debatable because I don't know the whole story of what was going on around, with the context. But I really want to put these up on a big screen because they are pretty convincing. So I want to be able to blow them up and see what the heck I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Instead of just a computer screen. Because these have intrigued Taylor, and it takes a lot to intrigue Taylor.
Yeah.
So
I get you on that one.
But no, I agree. 99.9% of them are bugs or dust or dirt
Or lightning bugs.
or lens flare.
I'm sorry, it's not your grandmother popping in to say hello.
Nope.
No, remember the one that Roland saw?
Yes, Roland has the best story of this because we were at the Mason House Inn, and we were just finishing up the investigation with Kelly and Chris, and he swore up and down he saw this green orb in the camera down the end of the hallway. Move the camera, it's not there. Move it back, there it is. So he's trying to work out how this orb is showing up on this camera. And meanwhile, while he's working out this orb on the stinking camera, is when the door to our room is opening on its own.
Damn it, wrong camera at the wrong angle.
And so he's so hyper focused on figuring out this orb that he hears the click of the door to our room open, but does he turn and go, "What's that?" No! He continues to be pointed the other direction. And so for half an hour after that, after he heard the door open, I had to hear click, slam, click, slam, click, slam. I'm like, what are you doing?
Go to sleep. Yeah.
He's like, you didn't hear that? And I'm like, yeah, I thought it was you coming in the room. He goes, no, the door opened. And I'm like, okay, fine. You can figure it out in the morning. I'm trying to sleep.
Well, and it's also, too, but you remember that video footage that he caught of my orb in my room and posted on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, it's on your YouTube channel.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll have to look.
Surprise, surprise.
And the 2 orbs, well, I shouldn't have said 3. 2, for sure. The first one was at my wife's old apartment. It was blue. Didn't see no facial features because I can't, But
What are you, blind?
Started,
What are you, blind or something?
just a little bit. So it started at the base.
Sorry, that's my mother laughing very hard in the background.
They can hear me.
It starts at the
show.
base.
That was awful.
And it goes up the wall, across the ceiling, comes back down the other side, and disappears. It was blue. The other one I saw was in my room down here. I think it was 3 years into this new house.
I quit.
And it was a white one. It was a white one that was on my screen, so to speak, that we're talking about on the screen. And all it was doing is just dancing, floating around, and went off. It was white.
Okay, but were you able to disprove that it was a lens flare? Were you able to disprove that it was a bug or a piece of dust or, because...
Which one, the white one or the blue one?
Any.
White one.
See, the white one that was on my screen because nothing was playing.
Okay, but something does not have to be playing to have a light anomaly go by.
The way it was going, it was like, I think it's what it was doing is it was passing through is what it was doing. It started off, there's nothing else to be shining on the screen to give it that white spot.
Doesn't.
It
Okay.
just all of a sudden, it just appeared out of nowhere.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
It just floated up and went off of the spirit and never saw it again.
And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
But the blue one is definitely, I can prove that.
Because I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
But if you sit in a certain spot, if you're sitting under certain lighting or whatever, if you have a watch on, if you have something reflective on or anything like that,
even a little bit of dust.
You have to be able to sit there and absolutely disprove everything before you can go in and say that it is absolutely 100% an orb.
Yeah,
I definitely can. Yes. Those I definitely can, because I know exactly where we were. I know exactly what was going on that day when the white one showed up on my screen.
Okay.
It was the blue one. We were on the second level of her apartment.
Uh-huh.
So there's no way, and even back in those days, cars did not have blue lights to shine off onto your room.
No, but if there was something outside that it could have reflected off of.
My mother, I have to tell you, my mother just said I should end the show because I was just so mean to you. Because I made the joke about you being blind. One-Eye Willie here is, that wasn't me being mean. That was me being funny, I think.
I joke about myself all the time.
I think so too. It's like, all right, you're blind, I'm fat, so we interchange it. It's no big deal.
I'm my own worst enemy.
Yeah, I do have to say, my mother just said she got mad because I made fun of you for being blind. But anyways,
it's all good.
I know
that blue one was for sure because it started at the base.
Yeah, us three have known each other so long, but if it was out of line, I'm sorry, but not sorry.
2017, wasn't it?
I retire.
Yeah, 2017.
My mother's retiring already.
Wow.
That's how much she loves Darren. All right. Now that I that was a fake apology, but I'm sorry, Darren. I'm sorry, Darren, if I made fun of your disability. Oh, I'm gonna get so much hate mail. No, Darren knows. I love him. I am just as blind as Darren, to be honest. That's why it's kind of funny. Yeah. Cynthia's like, That's
So you two are wearing glasses and I'm not.
yeah, but I still can't see with my glasses.
Yeah, but you should be wearing glasses.
I use my phone as a magnifier.
No,
You
Darren,
should be wearing
Darren,
glasses.
Darren, you need to get a fake eye. Oh, do you know how cool that would be? Get like a skull.
Well,
Arr, with my fake eye. And my
That would
little
be
tail
so
here.
cool. Oh my god. All right. I have one more topic, and then I'll end the show because my mother's gonna end
Yeah.
soon.
okay, what is the last one?
All right, ready?
Fire away.
I'm gonna ready. What is the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard?
Oh God, I
Oh!
know this one.
Oh,
Oh.
quiet. Come on, guys.
So is it the graveyard? Is
You
one
tell
of them
me.
it's oh God damn it. One of them is beside the church and one of them is off distance from the church.
Darren, do you have a guess before I tell the right answer? Last question.
Go right ahead.
Cynthia's right. A graveyard, they are not interchangeable words. 1,000%.
No.
Cemetery, a graveyard, two different things. A graveyard is attached to a, lack of a better word, church. A cemetery
It's
can
on-
be anywhere.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so Cynthia, good job.
See, I
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I had learned through my research is the
Yeah.
graveyard is attached to
Actually,
the church or religious structure and the cemetery is
the first time I ever shared it a few years ago, I think you called me out on it, and then you researched it, and you were like, "Oh, you're right."
Mhm.
Because,
But that's a good one. That's a good
It
one to
is.
have in reference.
so
Yeah.
I think Cynthia. By the way, I know we said it in the beginning, but we're gonna say it again. This was me and Cynthia's choice.
Yep.
Technically, Cynthia picked it, and I was like, all gun ho. I'm like, yep, I'm in. So, and then Darren started sending other things, and I'm like, nope, we got it. Nope, we're done.
Well, I got something set up for next month. So you got
Oh,
those already.
see, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah. All right, so Darren,
Yes.
that time you can end the show.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining us for the Paranormal Bus Stop on Spreaker.com. Remember, you can catch us at any time, any place, anywhere on your radio or your phone and your computer as well. And next month, I'm going to let you think about it for next topic. But anyhow, thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And for Cynthia and for Shay and Miss Ashley, if she was here. We all bid you adieu, and y'all have a terrific Monday evening and
I do.
rest of the week.
Good night.
I do.
Good night, everybody.